Welcome to Whispers of Ghosts. Deep in the heart of the sprawling, untouched wilderness, a lone hiker named Alex found themselves on a trail that seemed to have been erased from the world's memory. The dense forest encroached upon this forgotten path, casting a sinister, shadowy veil over the once beaten trail. The only sounds were the whispering leaves, ominous rustles, and the distant echo of a howling wind. As Alex continued deeper into the woods, the surrounding trees grew taller and more twisted, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. An unsettling feeling of being watched gnawed at the edges of their sanity, but curiosity kept them moving forward. One chilly evening, with the sun sinking below the horizon, Alex set up camp. A campfire flickered, casting eerie, dancing shadows around the site. They huddled close to the fire, but an unshakable unease persisted. From the darkness there came an eerie, echoing laughter, a chilling sound that seemed to be carried on the wind. The following night, a strange melody filled the air, like a mournful lullaby, and Alex awoke to discover an ancient, gnarled tree looming over their tent. Its bark was etched with grotesque faces and swirling patterns. Frightened, they made a hasty escape, but the haunting melody pursued them, echoing through the trees. Days turned into weeks as Alex continued to traverse the sinister path, encountering bizarre and menacing phenomena. Mysterious whispers beckoned them into the darkest depths of the forest, and ghostly apparitions danced among the trees. It was as if the wilderness itself was a malevolent entity, intent on ensnaring their soul. As Alex ventured deeper into this eerie wilderness, the forest grew even more twisted, and the air grew colder. It was as if they had crossed into another world, a realm where time and space had no meaning. Desperation gnawed at their heart as they yearned for escape. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Alex stumbled upon an ancient, decrepit cabin. The walls were adorned with bizarre symbols, and the air inside was heavy with the stench of decay. A dim, flickering light revealed a cryptic diary, its pages filled with the manic ramblings of previous wanderers who had lost their way. It was then that Alex realized the horrifying truth. The forest had ensnared countless lost souls over the years, and they were the latest victim of its dark curse. They understood that the only way to break free was to leave the trail, to step off the path that led to madness and despair. Summoning every ounce of courage, Alex ventured into the heart of the woods, veering off the trail, and with every step, the sinister melodies and whispers grew fainter. After hours that felt like an eternity, they finally emerged from the twisted wilderness, marked by their harrowing ordeal. The forgotten trail remained hidden, lurking in the depths of the forest, waiting for its next unwitting victim. Alex's escape would be etched into the annals of the cursed path, a testament to the horrors that lay concealed in the heart of the wilderness. The moon hung low in the dark, starless sky, casting eerie shadows across the dense forest. John, an experienced hiker, had ventured deep into the wilderness for an overnight camping trip. As he settled into his tent, the distant howl of a wolf sent shivers down his spine. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. As the night wore on, John's unease grew. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it unsettling, rustling sounds. He zipped up his tent, trying to reassure himself that it was just his imagination playing tricks on him. But then he saw it, a pair of gleaming eyes outside the tent, fixated on him. Frozen in fear, John watched as a shadowy figure moved closer, its breathing heavy and labored. He fumbled for his flashlight, but the batteries were dead. The creature outside was now inches away, and he could see its grotesque, twisted face, contorted with hunger. With trembling hands, John reached for his pocket knife, his only defense. Just as the creature lunged forward, he thrust the knife in its direction, striking flesh. A haunting, inhuman screech filled the night, and the creature retreated. Morning brought relief as John emerged from his tent, trembling and covered in cold sweat. He examined the blood on his knife and realized that whatever had lurked outside his tent was gone. He packed up quickly, leaving the wilderness behind. But as he hiked back to civilization, he couldn't escape the feeling of being hunted. The wilderness had left its mark, and John knew he was no longer alone in his nightmares. John's harrowing experience in the wilderness haunted him for years. He never ventured back into the woods, and he couldn't shake the feeling that the creature he encountered was still out there, lurking in the darkness. The wilderness had claimed a part of him that night, and the memory of those gleaming eyes continued to send shivers down his spine, a reminder of the horrors that could hide in the heart of the wilderness. If you like the stories, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.